Hey guys, welcome to our channel Student Impulse, a unique channel to help job seekers, both freshers and experienced professionals. It also helps students to get to know what the skill set they have to improve during their studies, which lands them a dream job after their education.
In this video, I am going to share latest job openings in Mumbai location. It is from Maharashtra. Let us discuss one by one in detail. Firstly, Clinical Research Solutions is hiring candidates for the following positions. For the position of Clinical Trial Assistant, you must possess at least 6 months of experience as a site coordinator. For the Clinical Research Associate position, you must have 2 to 3 years of work experience in on-site clinical training monitoring as a site monitor. For these positions, for the clinical trial assistant, there is only one vacancy available. For the clinical research associate position, there are 2 vacancies are available. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for business analyst and data analyst positions from Webmd. For these positions, you must have minimum 2 years of work experience and you must have primary skills in SQL, Tableau and Python. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for Citric administrator position. Like, to eligible for this position, you must have more than 3 years of work experience and also you must have Citric certification and you should good to have experience in Xen server, Xen desktop and Xen app, and also you should have knowledge of NetScaler. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for level 2 cyber security associate position like a security engineer. For this position, you must have minimum 4 years of work experience in security center operations, instance or event analysis, security monitoring, log aggregation services and remediation under security operations in level 2 or level 3 support for cyber security operations in threat research, scripting, Linux and Bash, and you please check once test of the qualifications and the experience required, and if you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for level 1 network engineer position. Like, to eligible for this position, you must have 4 to 6 years of work experience and the notice period will be immediate to maximum 15 days. And you please check once the job roles and responsibilities. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for assistant manager and a deputy manager positions from Reliance Digital. For these positions, you must possess MBA with any specialization and also you should have 2 to 5 years of work experience in consumer durable or retail industry, and also you should have analytical and organizational skills and communication and negotiation skills. For this position, you are going to getting a salary up to 10 lakhs per annum. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for assistant manager position for ocean export documentation and it is from Portis Global Logistics India Private Limited. For this position, you must possess 5 to 6 years of work experience in managing end-to-end document process. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening in the Department of Formulation R&D from Genvision Pharma. For this position, male candidates are preferred and you must have 3 to 5 years of work experience and you should have qualifications like B Pharmacy or M Pharmacy in pharmaceutics will be preferred and they are looking for immediate joinees. For this position, The candidate must have experience in formulation development in regulated or semi-regulated market from oral solid dosage forms, solid and liquid forms will be preferred. And you please check once rest of the job requirements. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for supply chain data scientist position. Like you must possess 7 to 10 years of work experience in data sciences and SCM. And also you must have proven experience in data analytics within supply chain department like environment. And you please check once rest of the qualifications and skills required. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for design engineer position on site from Camtech Solutions. To eligible for this position, you must possess qualifications like ITI draftsman, and also you should have experience in AutoCAD 2D and AutoCAD Inventor have experience in 3D NX. And also you must have 3 to 7 years of work experience from mechanical industry like design or drafting, and the minimum contract duration will be 12 months and the salary will be 3.5 to 3.8 lakhs per annum. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for regional sales manager position from one of the Indian MNC. For this position, you must have 4 to 5 years of work experience as an area sales manager, and you should be handled a team preferably from CNA segment, and people from general segment can also apply. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for Hrbp position like assistant manager and deputy manager levels from Reliance Jio. For this position, you must possess minimum 4 years of work experience and you should have the age below 32 years, and you must possess graduation with MBA or PGDM in HR, and you should be exposure in talent acquisition, bulk hiring and HR journalist activities. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for sales officer and senior sales officer positions from Western Infra Build Products. For these positions, you must possess any graduation, and also you should have minimum 3 years of sales experience in building materials, and you must have good communication skills and presentation skills and ability to manage complex projects. And you please check once the job responsibilities. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, Tinita Engineering Private Limited having vacancies for the following job positions. For the position of project planning, you should have 3 to 4 years of work experience. For the production engineer, you should have 2 to 3 years of work experience. For the QC engineer position, you must have 3 to 4 years of work experience. For the draftsman, you should have 3 years of work experience. For the estimation engineer position, you must have 3 to 4 years of work experience. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for deputy manager and assistant manager positions for legal from Gibbs Healthcare Solutions. For these positions, you must possess bachelor's degree in law from a reputed college or university, and also you should have 6 to 10 years of work experience in law firm or mid-size IT or ITS, and also you should have legal drafting skills, good communicational skills and good knowledge of MS Excel and its formulas and working, and you should have knowledge on CLM tool, and the working timings will be 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, Diagnosis Diagnostics India Private Limited having vacancies for the following job positions. For the position of area business manager, you should have minimum 2 years of work experience in IVD sales. For the position of company secretary, you must possess minimum 3 years of work experience. Interested candidates, if you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for finance recruitment manager position for a MNC. For this position, you must possess more than 8 years of work experience and you should have experience in hiring for finance and accounting domains. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for Hrdp admins from Arch Softronic. For this position, you should have more than 5 years of work experience and also you should have skill sets in Hrdp cluster, troubleshooting, open source Apache distribution, configurations and Cloudera. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for business head position for AV from Brunel. For this position, they are looking for a techno-commercial individual with more than 15 years of work experience and the candidate should have experience with a significant part in auto or auto components industry focused towards personal mobility products like EV. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for level 3 window and VMware administrator position from Softanger. For this position, you must have 4 to 5 years of work experience. Interested candidates, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are openings for senior BIM and CAD engineers from BIM India. For this position, you must have minimum 4 to 6 years of work experience in designing of electrical systems for commercial, retail, hospital and residential projects. And you please check once rest of the qualifications and experience required. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for AWS Operations Engineer position from X equal to. For this position, you must have 3 to 6 years of work experience and also you must have AWS hands-on experience and you should have 3 to 6 years of work experience in managing production operations and you please check once rest of the qualifications and experience required. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for data engineer position from Can Infocom Solution India Private Limited. For this position, you must have more than 5 years of work experience in data engineering, which includes data ingestion, preparation, transformation, and automated quality checks. And also you should have hands-on experience with programming languages like Java, Python, and Scala, etc. And you should have more than 5 years of hands-on experience in big data cloud platforms like AWS data lakes and data warehouse solutions includes big data technologies like Hadoop, S3, Kafka, Spark, Kinesis. And you please check once test of the qualifications and experience required. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for US healthcare manager position. Like you must have graduation with US healthcare experience of minimum 7 to 8 years and also you must have mandatory experience from payers end and you should have experience in claims and it will be US shift timings and 5 days working and weekends off. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there are various job vacancies are available for oil and gas experienced candidates. Like if you go through them in detail, for the position of instrument engineer, you should have 7 to 10 years of work experience. For the electrical engineer, you should have 3 to 7 years of work experience. For the process engineers, you should have more than 8 years of work experience. For the process designers, you should have experience on SPPID. For the piping designer, you should have SP3D experience. For the instrument engineer, you should have 6 months to 1 year of work experience. For the civil structure engineer, you should have 5 to 15 years of work experience. For the mechanical designer, you should have experience on tanks. For the Tekla detailer or editor, you must have more than 3 years of work experience. For the rotary engineer, you should have more than 10 years of work experience. For the project manager position, you must have more than 12 years of work experience. If you are eligible for any of the job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for project manager position from Sapporo Solution Technology. For this position, the candidate must have done bachelor's degree in XTC or MCA or computer engineering will be preferred. And also you should have 10 years of work experience in the same field. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for assistant manager position for regulatory affairs raw markets and it is from leading pharma company. For this position, you must have qualifications like M-Pharma or MSc Biotech will be preferred. And also you should have 6 to 8 years of work experience and you must have knowledge in these ones like ECTD, CTD, validation, ICH requirements, US FDA fillings, WHO pre-qualification, MCC South Africa for biological and biotech products. If you are eligible for this job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for procurement incumbent from Liberty Steel Group. For this position, you must have a mandatory experience on raw material procurement steel background and also you must have minimum 8 to 12 years of work experience. If you are eligible for this job role, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, Ion Exchange India Limited is hiring procurement professionals. Like the candidate must have experience of mechanical engineering experience of about 10 to 12 years in the area of procurement of fabricated items, pumps, pipes, valves, contracting and various other equipments mainly in mechanical field. And also the candidate should have a strong in his area. Earlier experience in water or steel or fabrication add will be added advantage. And also you should have sound knowledge of subject and proficient in computers. If you are eligible for this position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID. Next one, there is a job opening for senior manager position in the Department of Risk and Compliance from Gibbs Healthcare Solutions. Like for this position, the office timings will be 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. For this position, you must possess bachelor's degree and also you should have more than 12 years of work experience in managing governance, risk and compliance services and capability and experience of being team player, a self-contributor as well as people manager. And you please check on rest of the qualifications and experience required and also you please go through the job responsibilities, those are mentioned here. If you are eligible for this job position, you can share your resume to the provided mail ID.
That's it in this video, guys. If you like the video, please like, share to your friends and family members who are in need of job. And if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. And please encourage us to do more videos in your location. Thank you for watching the video.